What's going on, everybody? It's Famine from Famine Studios, and today we are doing the Q&A. A couple of weeks ago, I posed on Instagram a question and answer opportunity. You guys could ask me anything. I got a bunch of great responses. I got some really weird ones, and I got a couple of other things that came through. We're going to work on those one at a time. Before we get started, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do live streams every Tuesday. I post up longer form content throughout the week, sometimes on the weekends, so I hope you like what you guys see, and also there's always shorts coming out, so get ready for those. First question comes to us from Sector 3, FKA Terminus Station. You may also know them as Grime City. You've seen me review some of their products that they have in their online store, on their Etsy. Really great stuff. Please check them out. But the first question is, what materials do you use to make your actual structure / base of your world? Well, let's be honest. I root around in my recycling a lot.
I'm the trash man!
Anything from recycled bits, anything from wooden game parts like Jenga, building blocks, beads, shoelaces, cell phone charge cables. You know those things suck, they break, the things come off, I cut those, I reuse those, I use the wires. Pre-existing containers, pre-existing toys that I've refabricated, birdhouses, EVA foam, XPS foam, anything like that, anything I can get my hands on, I really do put to use. I like to make things out of, number one, stuff that already exists, or number two, literal garbage that I can turn into something cool, cut down on waste, and show you, use your creativity. Be an artist, you have free materials, it doesn't need to be expensive, so go that route. Our next question comes in as an anonymous one, and it says, how to do griblies? Well, my path as a gribblier started when I read the motivational book by Greg Gribly, My Life as a Gribly, and it really just put me in a mindset that the whole world is your gribly. Little nod to Bill making stuff over there. Go check out his YouTube channel, Phenomenal Maker. Mainly delves in the miniature world making and world building, 28mm gaming. He's got a great game coming out that's already out now called Bangarang. Go check it out. It's made with Apocrypha now. You can get a physical copy or you can download it for free. They've got a big Beadbot bash coming out. Gribling is an insider term. Gribling is a term that's used when you apply little bits and details of existing kits, rubbish, pieces off of other things that disguise something to make it look different. Existing pieces that I've molded and casted, things that I've popped off, tops of super glue containers, and you just place them around and try and find a spot and a feel for it. There's plenty of videos out there of people doing complete kit bashes where they take apart 20 different kits to make one little thing, and it's a great way to learn. There are plenty of opportunities out there to learn about gribling. There's plenty of people that no longer work for ILM who are doing model making online. There's other DIY enthusiasts who show you how to take apart kits and recast pieces so that you have them for gribling other things. It's really a great resource to just grab a bunch of small stuff and put it on something bigger and make it look like it maybe does something and distinguishes it from being just that single thing that you had. Next question is, do you got anything from Amra Spot? And that question is brought to you in part by Wentzilla, who runs Amra Spot. You should go check out his channel on Instagram and also check out the Wentzilla Reboot here on YouTube. Well, as you guys may or may not know, which you can go back and watch some of the lives, I'll throw a little clip here, but I did get some amazing figures from Amra Spot, and I've got them in my display. Also, Josh sent over a bunch of pieces and parts for figures and ships, so I'm very excited to put those to use. So our next question...
Hey Famine, just wondering if you could show me how you made that amazing custom portal.
And we got a video from our friend Dom from Toy Domination. Be sure to go check out their YouTube and check out Dom's Instagram page. Dom asks, making a portal. Well, there's great news as I do have a live stream, which I'll include the link down below, and I'll see if I can pin the comment where I build a portal. It's not completely finished because we haven't done another stream to complete it, but it's a pretty basic process. You get your circle, square, triangle, whatever you want your portal to be, and then you gribly it. These things work in hand, one and one. You take your shape, you gribly it, you outfit it, you make it look like the thing that you want it to, and you can go from there. Next question comes from Outer Multiverse, and that question is, who is your favorite WCW wrestler? I wonder if that's because at the end of every damn video, I ask you guys to sweet me right after I ask you to like and subscribe. See what I did there? That's called synergy, and I worked it right into my script. Oh god, I was supposed to script this, wasn't I? Favorite WCW wrestler. I'm gonna go ahead and say it was bang! Diamond Dallas Page. Diamond Dallas Page broke onto the scene as a older guy for wrestling, and he was a natural. Absolutely killed it. Did a fantastic job. One of the greatest people I've ever had the opportunity to meet. Took me under his wing, spoke to me personally away from the crowd at the convention, threw a diamond cutter on me. How many people get the diamond cutter put on them by DDP? I don't know, probably a lot, but still. You know, he didn't even josh it either. He put me in that lockup and we went for the diamond cutter. It was really cool. But he's an absolute favorite of mine. DDP's the man. So
Man, I wonder if you could tell me how you get one of them, the round things that you can go through in the holes. Not like vagina per se, but something else like I don't know, some sort of interdimensional space type transport orb thing that's flat though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was weird. I think I covered that, didn't I? Our next question came from multiple people, so I'm not going to give credit to just one person. It was several people, and they asked me point blank, how do you avoid burnout with this hobby? Fan-fucking-tastic question. I avoid burnout by getting burned out. Let's be honest. I can pretend that I don't get burned out, but sometimes I do. As with all things, people get burned out. It happens. It's bound to happen. That is the way that things work. But I do remember it's a hobby. I do my hobby to be a creative. It helps my mental health. So I need to step away from doing something like that. Maybe I'll just organize. You guys have seen I've done a few streams where I've just done infrastructure layouts, where I've changed things, put things in racks, organized, consolidated, moved things around. I'm still participating in the hobby, but I'm getting my hands busy on something else. It's taking a different part of my brain and putting it to work for it, and it kind of loosens up that feeling stuck, feeling stiff, feeling tired, and opens me up to doing other things, and that's one way I do it. Another way that I do it is I'll play with the dogs or play with the cats. You guys have seen me, during my live streams, I'll just scoop one of them up and love on them for a minute, and, it gets those endorphins flowing, and if you don't have pets, but you have a loved one that lets you hug them and scoop them up, you do that too. Another thing I am a huge proponent of is get yourself some coloring books. I don't care if it's dollar store coloring books. I don't care if it's some of those adult coloring books or some of those adult coloring books. Pick those up. Get yourself some cheap colored pencils or expensive colored pencils and just sit down and color. Throw your favorite music on and just chill out. Do something artistic that's creative, that keeps your brain moving, keeps your stuff going, but also isn't directly related to your toys. And who knows, once you're done and you felt good, you may pick something up and look at it in a completely different way. You might feel super different, right? So that's how Old Famine avoids burnout in the hobby.
Evacs down! We got no way out of here. We need to exfil, but we're all out of options. Famine, is there anything you can conjure up to get us out of here now?
Can we get them some air sport? Can we do I have is there a radio around? A little tiny, like a toy radio? Who do I call? I'm gonna have to make them a portal. Our next question is, Famine, how do you keep motivated? Let me tell you. You guys, and I know it sounds trite, and I know it sounds like one of those things that people will post and, I want to thank you guys so much, you're all so motivating and inspiring. I am not shitting you when I say my time spent by analytics, and trust me, they do tell me how much time I spend on Instagram, and it's a little unhealthy, I'm sure. But you guys inspire me. I have friends of the community, friends here from YouTube, friends from Instagram, people that I know, sending me pictures daily of the stuff that they're working on, and they're like, hey man, I was building this, I thought you might want to see it, check this out, and it inspires me. Some people send me things from other creators and they go, hey, I don't know if you're following this guy, check out its work, it's really awesome. You might like X because Y, and that is so awesome. The creativity and the kindness in this community is so damn inspiring. The tiny amount of haters that I've gotten compared to the amount of support that I've gotten and I've seen in the community between everybody is astronomically small to large. It is so cool that you guys are so positive and you want to share your work and you want to show things off and you find new ways to do stuff and you look at ways that people do things and improve on them, and I think that is really awesome. So you guys inspire me. Other ways to keep myself motivated is I will look through my library of books. I have a lot of art books. I have a lot of, universal encyclopedias for the different franchises that I like, making of books for video games and film that I really appreciate, that inspire me and keep me motivated to keep moving forward and building my skills. I like putting in the time to learn new things, and once I've started to get a grasp on it, I recognize that I don't know a damn thing about it, and I keep working on it. Next one comes from Giant Asteroid in the Sky. It says, what's with all the dinosaurs? Well, Giant Asteroid in the Sky, when I was little, Love dinosaurs. Got to see them in person and they absolutely terrified me. There was a whole exhibit at the New York State Museum. There were animatronics. It was scary. I grew up a little bit. Jurassic Park came out and I just absolutely fell in love with that movie, and it really just continues to push my love of dinosaurs forward. Yes, I'm aware that a lot of the Jurassic Park dinosaurs did not look like those dinosaurs in real life, but these are the toys that I like and the toys that I love and scratch that nostalgia itch for me. You've seen me use them in Gimmick because I love that idea. Space dinosaurs. Who wouldn't get excited about that? That's so cool to me. Wouldn't they maybe be in another universe? Why wouldn't they be on other planets, especially with time travel, universal displacement, spaceships picking up things, UFOs taking cows? Who knows where else in space cows are? The next question comes from multiple people, and it is, where do you get your toys? Actually, just covered the basis of this in my previous video. I go to Toying Around in Johnstown, New York a lot. It is my favorite toy store. They have so many new and used toys there. They have so much variety. Go and pick through totes full of loose figures that people have gone in and sold or traded in. They have an amazing t-shirt line. They have pillow pops there, which you guys have probably seen in my videos. I have a nice stuffed plush alien head, a xenomorph head pillow. It's two-sided. It's really freaking cool. Not only that, is Toying Around their staff. Everybody that's ever worked there or is there working when I go in is kind. They treat you well. They have the best prices that you can get things. Everything's priced fairly. It's so rare to find, and you gotta support your small toy stores. It is no secret that I do pick things up on Amazon, but you guys know, I am a slut for savings. And what I do is I go online and I find the lowest prices and I wait and I wait and I wait, and sometimes I miss out. Other times I pull the trigger on Amazon and I get things for cheap. So highly recommend that little trick. And then also I do sometimes just go into Target and Walmart, and while I do my shopping, hit up the toy section. Sometimes you get lucky. Our next comment comes in. And it says, 6 inches? I do want to thank you guys so much. I appreciate every question that came in. There were a lot of repeat questions, which is why I was able to condense things in. There were some really unique questions that were there, and some really good creators that reached out and asked questions. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, be sure to like the video and comment down below, what is your favorite way to avoid burnout? Or if you haven't encountered burnout, how do you do that? Comment that down below, and also leave an emoji of a dog, since you guys snuck into the end of the video, because you're such a handsome man. Yes, you guys. As I said, Tuesdays, guys. Always going live on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Fridays, we got the World Makers Consortium over on Rad Toys channel. Be sure to check it out. Always, as always, too sweet me.